Rise News' Kelsey Minor is out with the protesters. He's among them again tonight. Now, Kelsey, I understand you've been actually marching along with protesters. Can you describe what that experience has been like?
Well, Sophia, that's right. We started over near City Hall and we made the loop around an area around Broadway, and it led us here to Fulton Street. You see those protesters walking by me right now, but it's been a lot of chanting out here tonight, a lot of demonstration as we saw last night. As I was mentioning to one of the producers on the phone, I was saying how the group kind of split up into a number of groups. There's a group here marching along Broadway, there's another group at Union Square, and they're all meeting toward the West Side Highway. So tonight, it's much of the same as last night, and that message is still the same. They want their voices heard. In fact, one of the protesters told me this is no longer business as usual. They want to shut the street down to get their voices heard.
Now, certainly here in the studio, we've heard that many things have been shut down, but it appears to be a peaceful protest out there. Do you feel that things may escalate in the near future?
I don't feel that at all. I get that the people that are out here marching tonight, they want it to be a peaceful protest, but I will mention something that I saw as I walked with this crowd tonight. As we were walking, there was this one protester, this one marcher who was crossing the street, and as he was doing so, one of the motorists driving did not stop. Instead, that motorist ran over the marcher. That marcher was lying in the middle of the street, and other protesters actually quickly ran to his defense, and then some of the other ones were able to get the license plate of that car that drove off, Sophia. That's kind of the situation and much of how it's been out here tonight.
And that's how dense the protests are. So last night you commented that there was a lot of diversity in the crowd that was protesting. Are you noticing any change between yesterday and today?
I can tell you, the one change we've seen is a grow in numbers. And then, of course, everyone out here is on the side of Eric Garner, that what happened to Eric Garner was wrong, and they all say the police officer should be punished. Now, this morning, we caught up with some other New Yorkers who gave us a little bit of mixed reactions. Take a listen to what they had to say.
I think it was very sad. I think that a life is lost, and I think that people need to take into consideration, the extensive tactics that were used. I think they didn't pay attention to his cry for help, and I just think that it's very sad.
I think that was stupid. I don't know where you get these jurors from, because I think he should have got arrested for what he did, because I think that was wrong. Really, I think that was wrong. If you don't put someone in a chokehold, you should get indicted for it. Not, just get away with murder.
It's terrible. Of course, it's a tragedy. All right, and long as we don't try to burn up New York, you got to kind of go with what it is. You win some, you lose some, and, it's a sad situation all the way around, really. But it is what it is.
Well, he's a big guy. He's bigger than a lot of, the 3 or 4 officers that took him down. So how, choking or manhandling him would kill him, I don't see that happening due to officers being the ones who did that. You see what I'm saying? Because he's a big guy, he's not a little guy. You see, and so being that the officers were exonerated, that was a good thing. So I don't think there was any wrong or foreplay in any of that.
It's 2 laws we have. One for another set and one for us. Us is bad. Yes, us is very bad. Yes.
And we should mention that the police are out in full force tonight as well on the ground, and as I'm hearing overhead in the sky. The protesters, meantime, are saying that they will keep up with this. They will be out here night after night until they feel a change has happened in this country. Sophia, back to you.
Thank you so much. That's a Rise News' Kelsey Minor live at the scene of the protests in New York City.